In today's video, we are going to take a look inside your Epic administrative account and learn how to manage your departments inside different Catalyst organizations. So just a quick introduction. My name is Amy and I am a part of the DiscProfile.com support team. If you do purchase your profiles or your credits from us, maybe you have your admin account with us, then we are your authorized partner. And then I work alongside this wonderful customer support team with Kendall, Kristen, and Natalie. If you give us a call or send us an email, you're going to run into one of us. And we are always happy to help you with anything Epic, Catalyst, or Disc related. We're your people. There's a couple things that you need to know right out the gate. That participants will need to initially select their own department inside Catalyst. Participants will also have the availability to create their own department. Just because you created them ahead of time does not mean that they have to select those. You can only move a participant between departments who have previously selected a department, and then participants are not required to select a department. You can do a little bit of pre-planning, and so you can take that moment and kind of gather all of the departments that you guys are going to need inside that organization. You can help by being clear in those department names, making sure that maybe it makes sense to one team using an acronym, but it might not make sense to everybody. So maybe spell out the full department name, and then in your initial email that you send to them with their link, you can instruct the participants to pick from an existing department rather than creating their own. It is an option that they can do when they complete the questionnaire and they get taken over to Catalyst for the very first time. Again, they don't have to select a department at all, but it's nice if you put that in the instructions, just let them know to select from a pre-existing department that's already there. So we're going to take a dive into Epic. If you wanted to follow along in your own Epic administrative account, you can go to the URL that is on the screen here for you. And then once you get logged in, we're going to go under that Manage Your Accounts tab, and we're going to select Manage My Organizations. Once you get inside your Epic administrative account, it's going to look something similar to this. If we are your authorized partner, you will have this message from us. There is a quick link to get you over to DiscProfile.com to purchase Epic credits if you needed to. And then there is also a What's New tab. I like to just point those couple pieces out. We also have our contact information on here as well. But like I said, we're going to go ahead and start under this Manage Your Account dropdown. And then we're going to go in here to Manage My Organizations. So at a glance, we're looking at all of the organizations that we have access to. It does not necessarily mean that we created these organizations. It just means that we have a profile that lives in our admin account that is also inside one of these organizations. You are able to go ahead and edit, meaning you can change the name or the location or the logo if you wanted to. You can, if you have that option, delete that organization. You don't need it anymore or anything like that. You can go ahead and add departments under organizations, which is what we're going to be focusing on today. If you're not seeing an organization in here and you want to create it, you're welcome to do so. You just go ahead, click Create New Organization, and brings up that pop-up with the name, city, and logo options, and then you will see that here in the dropdown. If you do see a plus button next to the organization name, it just means that there are some departments that are already existing in there, and you do get an opportunity to see who is in the various departments under that organization. Noticing this one has none in here. It does not mean that there are no participants in this organization. It just means that everybody that's in there has not selected a department. Going back to what I said previously, you can only move people, transfer learners, between departments if they are previously established in a department. When we expand on this one, we'll notice down at the sales one, there is that transfer learners option. You cannot delete a department until you transfer those learners out. So if I know the person that's in this sales department, I want to transfer the learner and I want to put them over in the customer service section, I'll go ahead and do that. It's an all or nothing situation. It will move everybody. And then when we open this up, we notice we have the option to delete the sales department. You can add departments here. It does bring up a pop-up for you to go ahead and type in that department name. Again, being concise in the department name is going to help out in the long run when people are selecting. And then that will fall down into this list here. And then on the Catalyst side, when your participants go in, if they are not already established, you can have them go under that account tab in their Catalyst, and they can then select from a pre-designated department. There's a couple different ways to stay connected with us at DiscProfile.com. We have our YouTube channel that we are putting out some instructional and informational videos. We have a Facebook and a LinkedIn that serve similar purposes, allow you to connect with additional practitioners, do a little bit of networking, and kind of bounce some ideas off people who maybe are in similar facilitation situations as yourself. We also have a learning hub on DiscProfiles.com. That's going to be similar to a blog. It's got some really great articles on there about some different use cases with the DISC. We also have a fantastic newsletter that goes out once a month. If you wanted to and are not already, you want to sign up for that newsletter, you can do so on the bottom of our page. You just go over to DiscProfile.com, scroll all the way down to the very, very bottom, and sign up for our newsletter in our footer. On behalf of my entire team at DiscProfile.com, I want to thank you for tuning in today. We do have our contact information both in US and Canada, and we are excited to work with you and grow with DISC.